I'll check the mirrors.
Yeah. Which mirror are you checking first?
Interior.
Yeah. Which way are we going at junction?
Now we're going to turn right.
Alright, Tony, we're going to turn right at the crossroads ahead. So, which mirror do you need to check after the interior mirror?
Oh, the right one.
Yeah, that's right. And then we're 7 car lengths away. What do you need to do there?
Oh, signal then.
Yeah, pop the signal on then. Yeah. Just make sure we don't go across the centre of the road as we approach.
Centre, no,
Yeah. Excellent, well done. And what are we checking on the left for before we turn right?
Oh, see if anybody is coming out. It should only be pedestrians there because it's one way, isn't it?
Yep. And when you turn right, why is it
can I
important?
go
Yep. Oh no, wait, stop, Tony, stop. Sorry. I don't know what that car's doing there. Look, he stopped, so there's no one. It's safe to turn into the new road. We're in a new road now. So what are you going to check first?
Interior mirror, right mirror.
Yeah, great. Sorry, that car just threw me there. I didn't have to be there.
Yeah, I think he thought the bus was picking up passengers.
Yeah. So Tony, are you starting to see how...
How am I going to turn right?
We'll turn right here, please. Are you starting to see when we're turning right at Crossroads, how it's kind of similar to doing right turns?
Yeah, it's just the extra road that I'm...
So what are you checking that extra road for, do you know?
Well, I'm kind of getting the idea now.
Yeah.
I completely missed him on the first view, didn't I?
Yes, yeah. So just tell me then, what are you checking the new road for? The road to the left?
Could be cars or pedestrians, couldn't it?
Yeah. And why is it important that you check for those things?
Well, it's a road I haven't dealt with before, isn't it?
Sorry?
It's a road I haven't dealt with before. I've only ever dealt with the two ways before, haven't I?
That's right. So...
Now am I going to turn right?
We'll turn left here, please.
Right.
Sorry, we'll turn right here, please. So when you are checking that road, and you are, like you said, you're checking for pedestrians or vehicles or whatnot, why is it important that we do actually check for those things? Like, what would be the consequence if we didn't check?
Well, they could hit me or I could hit them, couldn't they?
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's important. So what's one of the early identification signs for our crossroads then?
Oh, gaps or sometimes you get signs, don't we?
Yeah, so anything jumping out at you now?
Oh, yeah, sign, yeah.
Yeah, so what are you going to do first?
I'll check the mirror.
Yeah, and which mirror are you going to check now?
Oh, interior mirror.
Yeah, and which way are we turning? Sorry. Have you done your scan there? That's it, that was fine for those crossroads. So when you are going straight through the crossroads, like you've done there, you've checked your interior mirror and you've done your scan nice and early.
Now am I going to turn right?
And we'll turn right at the end, please. When we're doing that scan, Tony, when we're going straight through, what are we doing the scan for? What's the reason?
Yeah, to make sure nobody's... That's the crossroads.
Sorry, I didn't even see it, mate. So, Tony, we're at Crossroads now. Just remind me again, how do we know if it's safe for us to turn right? With the vehicles coming from our left, and we've given them enough room?
Walk across and walk back again.
Yeah, that's right. And Tony, as we're doing our observations to turn right, why is it important to check in that new road, even though we're just turning right?
I suppose there could be people coming out of there.
Yeah.
If somebody was coming out of there, would I have to give way to them?
No, you wouldn't.
I don't know.
If you were after you've already pulled out, if then someone starts to wait, no, you've already started your manoeuvre and you're out of the junction.
No, but if there was somebody waiting and I'm waiting the other side.
If you were still waiting at your junction, you hadn't moved off, and there was someone waiting to turn left, let them turn left first. Yeah. So you've got some crossroads here, Tony, so check your interior mirror, and then what are you going to do nice and early?
Oh, scan.
Yeah, anything to look for? Anything there interesting?
Well, I suppose there could be leaves on the ground there. They could cover those giveaway signs up, couldn't they?
Yeah, of course they could, yeah. So we've got more crossroads ahead.
Turn left,
We're going to turn left, so check what are you going to check first?
Interior mirror, left mirror.
And then what are you going to pop on?
Signal.
Excellent, okay. So Tony, as we obviously we're waiting at the traffic lights now, we are turning left. Why is it important to check the junction to the right there as we go around the corner?
Well, I suppose there could be somebody coming across there, couldn't there?
Yeah. And as we do turn left, when you're looking in a new road, apart from the vehicles, what else can we look for? What could be crossing the road?
Oh, pedestrians.
Yeah. So that's important as we go around the corner there to check for them.
There's a pedestrian there, isn't
Yep.
there? Another one.
And another one, she looked like she could have been waiting to cross the road there.
I could have backed her across, couldn't I?
Well, you're not allowed to, so I wouldn't want you to do that.
Not allowed to.
Well,
we're going to turn right.
We'll turn right, please, Tony. So what are you going to do first?
Interior mirror, right mirror.
Yeah, and then that's right. And check your left rod there. Make sure no one's actually coming down the road towards you.
I'm a bit confused. Why is she waiting? Do I wait for her?
No, you just go, Tony. Just make sure no one's coming down the inside of her when you turn. That's it.
I'm not allowed backing.
It's not a good idea to beckon people across
Oh,
because
it's not a good idea.
It's not. It's dangerous because the
Oh, it's
vehicles.
dangerous.
Vehicles behind you.
It's dangerous, better not do it.
Absolutely, yeah. Because vehicles behind you won't see you beckoning that person across, and they might try and overtake you, and they'll knock the pedestrian over. So you've got a road to the left there. There isn't one to the right.
I'm going to take the next turning.
You've got a crossroads here, Tony. So do your check your mirror. That's it. What would be a good check it right there? Anyone there?
No.
And what are you looking for when you turn into the new road?
Oh, it could be pedestrians.
Yeah.
But I mustn't beckon.
No.
Because I'm not allowed.
That's all. And what are you going to do when
Is
you...
that right? I'm not allowed.
It's just because it's dangerous, it's not a good idea to
I
beckon.
mustn't do it because it's dangerous.
Yeah.
And we're going to turn left.
And we'll turn left at the top, please.
And we're going to turn immediately right, please.
I will turn right here, please, Tony. So we've got Crossroads ahead, Tony. So tell me what's the first thing you're going to do?
I'll check my mirrors.
Yep. And have you done a scan there? What's the second thing you do?
I'm going to give way, am I?
Yep.
Or should I just go straight through?
No, give way, because you've got a give way line there on the road.
So just look right and left.
Anyone coming straight ahead?
Oh, don't just look right and left.
No, you look right, look straight ahead. Check for any pedestrians crossing the road.
Right and straight ahead.
And then to the left. So you've got to scan all the way around, Tony.
Oh, right, ahead, left, ahead again.
Yep. You can go ahead now. You're always going to check.
Turning right.
And we'll turn right here. In terms of your observations, when we're waiting at the crossroads, we're going straight ahead. You need to check the right first. You need to check ahead, and you need to check to the left. And as you're scanning around, you need to check for your pedestrians and cyclists and anyone that might be crossing the road.
How did that feel?
Sorry. I thought the control wasn't too bad. I thought the
Identification was bad to begin with, wasn't it?
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And the left, and obviously the extra road, observations in the extra road.
It's really important you prioritise, yeah?
Yes.
If you're talking about something and the subject comes up, it's Crossroads, back off of what you're saying.
Yeah, just
Yeah?
start with the most important thing.
If you actually talk about the identification out loud, and we've spoken about this on hundreds of occasions, haven't we? Yeah?
Yep.
Get your mind working, yeah?
Yeah.
Because you're also do it out loud, you're also helping to educate me. Oh, we've got a road on the right here, Tony. Is it possible we've got a road on the left? Yeah?
Yeah.
That gets your mind going, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah? Yeah, it gets you talking, yeah? Yeah, when we come up to that last crossroads there, I was getting a bit confused.
It should be right across, left,
Oh,
right, and
I
go,
was getting
shouldn't it?
confused before I got there. I thought you didn't want me to give way for a minute.
No, sorry, I was just wanting to check that you'd done, checking that you're doing your interior and checking that you're doing your scan.
Yeah, but I've got to give way, haven't I?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, the scans at
When you're
I'm on a
going
major
through.
road.
Yeah, sorry, my mistake. My mistake.
Yeah, and then when I stopped there, I felt like I was on my own, really. There was no mention of the learner opposite. I had a
Okay.
right-hand signal on. There was no mention about where I should be looking. It's right, opposite, left, opposite, right, isn't it? Yeah? Yeah, remember what I said to you at the beginning? You have to make the emphasis on that extra road.
Yeah,
I had to really push you to do that while we were out there, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah, we done quite a few right-hand turns at Crossroads, and I'm ready to go. Oh, where's this extra road that that we were on about?
Yep.
You know, so you really got to make that emphasis on the extra road. Yeah, you could have got the bits over to me a lot quicker. About the mirrors and approach, if you just made the links, banged them out, I'd have taken them off here.
Yeah.
But you kept dragging them out to the next one and the next one and the next one, yeah?
What's the best way for me to make the link quickly in this scenario when I know you've already done it before?
Fill in the blanks.
Just see what you know.
Just, after we cleared the Crossroads, in between that and the next one, just fill in the blanks. But be looking for the Crossroads at the same time.
Yeah. So in that, let's say we've done one set of Crossroads, how would you word it? How should I word it? To try and just say your mirror's on approach, for example, and you're turning right. How should I word it to try and say tie it into what you've previously done?
Yeah, so the reason why we're checking the interior mirror first is distance and speed, and the reason why we're checking the left-hand door mirror, if we're turning left, is we're looking for cyclists, and if there was cyclists there, we wouldn't indicate because we frightened them and we certainly wouldn't turn.
Okay.
I think it's done, isn't it? I'd have said to you that's exactly the same as what I done last week, yeah?
Yeah.
And
then from that point on, would I be all right just to prompt you on that from then on?
Yeah, but I mean, we needed to be talking about the extra roads, or the extra road, yeah?
Yeah.
Some of those crossroads were, jumping out and hitting you on the head, especially the ones at traffic lights, yeah?
Yeah.
Even the second time we came around to them, I had to say to you, is that Crossroads? And I was deliberately not making any attempt to look to the right. I think I made a comment to you, that just feels like the left-hand turn I done last week.
Yeah.
Or the week before, yeah?
Yeah.
Where, you should have been talking about that extra road. On both those set of traffic light, on both approaches to those lights, I think we actually made a stop, didn't we?
Yeah.
Was that not a chance for you to?
Yeah, of course it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Use them opportunities, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, when you did give information, it was good information.
So what I did in the end, if I'd have done that at the beginning, do you think that would have been alright?
Yeah, and you did start to do it, but then you had a little doze off on approach to that one back just down here at the end, didn't you?
Yeah. So in that scenario again, obviously you're going to check your right, straight ahead, to the left. Do you then go straight back to check your right and go, or do you check them straight ahead and then right again?
Did we even mention the black car, the black learner car opposite?
No.
That was indicating to turn right.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have had right of way anyway, but obviously you still need to talk about them in case they're a learner, they could have just pulled out. So is it really just about taking that into consideration?
Yeah, but would I know I got priority?
No, I should have told you.
Yeah? It's
Yep.
Crossroads, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a similar one a little bit further back, where I came down to the main road, and again I had to tell you the road opposite.
Yeah.
It was staggered crossroads, and I really had to push you on. If there was a car waiting there, we'd have priority.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have priority, they would.
No, sorry.
Especially if they're turning left, wouldn't they?
Yeah, no, I did fix it up afterwards, but at first I thought you'd meant after you pulled out, would you then stop?
Yeah. There was nobody behind us at that staggered crossroads.
Yeah.
And I had to wait anyway because there was cars coming from the right and cars coming from the left.
So I should have just mentioned it then.
Well, yeah, I mean, you were actually talking about, you were actually asking me about how, you know, if I was, you know, how would I judge if I had to go in front of a car from the right? Oh, I knew that, didn't I?
Yeah.
But there's me looking at that road opposite that was staggered over to the right, and thinking, are you going to make any mention of this? You know, because I've told you hundreds of times before that on any subject you do, you might not meet another vehicle. But
Yeah.
but we have to talk about it. Yeah, education's got to take place. Yeah.
Yep.
You know, I would have been getting the education in there. If there is a car coming out of that road, opposite, and that car is turning right and we're turning right, well then whoever moves first has got priority, innit?
Yes.
But if that car is turning left, it hasn't got to cross my path, does it?
No.
So therefore it's got priority over me, yeah?
Yeah. No, I do understand that.
Yeah, so it's all about, you know, it's all about getting education in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know Crossroads are tricky, but they're not really that tricky if you just get it down to that extra road.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I gave you more lifelines than you deserved there, really.
Oh, definitely for the new road. Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
totally.
it's just it wasn't mentioned, and I was practically pleading with you for help with this extra road,
Yeah.
but you need to give it.
No, I know. I
Yeah?
totally agree with you. Yeah.
It's yeah, identification is really important.
Yep.
It's, especially on a phase 1 subject. If you don't see it, you ain't going to talk about it, yeah?
For sure.
And it's the same way as if we were doing left and right hand turns. Even if, because you obviously don't know that I'm going to ask you, if we were doing left and right hand turns and we're on the major road and you see a road on the right, you don't know if we're going to take that turning. But I'd be expecting you to be educating me on that.
Yeah.
As you can see there, Tony, gaps in the buildings. That's a right hand turning there. As you can see just down there on the left, oh, gaps in the buildings, that's a turning to the left. Oh, we're going to take the next turning to the left. You've already done half the work there because we've identified, haven't we?
Yep.
Yeah? But we haven't identified it. Then it seems to be a great big rush, yeah?
Mm.
So what I'll do, I'll let the camera run on this.
Okay.
I'm going back in another go there.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah?
good. Yep.
Yeah?
Definitely.
So get me to turn left at the end
Okay, Tony.
Um,
Sorry.
and in right.
We're going to turn left at the end, Tony. Tony, it really helps us with Crossroads if we identify them as soon as we can.
Alright.
Yep. Once you've turned left out on here, Tony, we're going to turn right at the end. So already we can see there's some crossroads. So the most important thing we do is check the interior mirror first.
Alright, yeah.
Yep. And then we check the right mirror.
Alright.
Yep. Now pop your right signal on.
Right.
Now I want you to turn 5 minutes to you.
Yeah.
Cover the brake for me. 10 minutes to me. And then straighten up. And keep the brake covered. I'll tell you when to stop.
Why don't you stop here?
Oh yeah, for first reference point.
There's nobody behind, is there?
Sure, yeah. Tony, I've just stopped you early because I just want you to have a look at where the centre line in the road here cuts into
Oh,
your
just
car.
right
Okay. Tony, that's your reference point.
Mate, you can always fill on those blanks in a minute, yeah?
Okay. Alright, so Tony, just keep that reference point in mind for a while. And just creep forward, I'll tell you when to stop again. Alright, just stop there for me.
Alright.
Tony, have a look at where the white line on the right here cuts into the car.
No, just by the door mirror.
Okay, great. So that's another reference point we've got for not turning right. We need to do your observation now. So check from the right. Any
No,
cars coming?
no.
Anyone coming straight ahead? Is that lady about to cross the road?
Oh, he's waving at me.
Great, so check left, make sure there's no one coming.
Yeah.
Okay, now you can cross the road.
Alright.
Look where you're turning as we turn.
Should I wave that lady across?
No, don't wave her across. It's dangerous
Alright.
to beckon pedestrians across the road. We're in a new road now, so check your interior mirror for me.
Alright.
And check your right mirror for me. Is there anyone overtaking?
No.
It's important you check the right mirror if there's someone overtaking. Okay, we've got more crossroads coming up. Check your interior mirror for me.
And we're going to turn left.
Check your left mirror. Pop your signal on 7 car lengths away. Now just cover the brake for me. And just turn to me slightly and then straighten up. That's it. I'll tell you when to stop, Tony. Just squeeze the brake now, think it's a £1 coin, and stop. That's great. Set the car to go using first gear. Now check your right. Anyone coming from the right?
No.
Is there anyone coming straight ahead in the new road?
No.
Any pedestrians crossing the road? Anyone from the left?
No.
Okay, then check the right, and if it's still clear, we can go. Look where you're turning. It's important you look where you're turning, otherwise you might knock a pedestrian over. More crossroads ahead. So I want you to check your interior mirror, Tony, please.
Alright, yeah.
Check your turning. And cover the brake for me. Squeeze the thickness of a pound coin, and we're going to stop before the giveaway line. Just where your reference point cuts in. Excellent. Okay, set the car to go using first gear, please, Tony. Now we need to check the right. Anyone coming from the right?
Yes, just...
That's not behind us now, sorry.
Yeah, so why is it important to stop at this giveaway line?
So it's important to stop at the giveaway line, because if we ever go across the giveaway line, if there's a car coming from our right, they'd either swerve around us or they could run into us.
Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
the same as emerging. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the same thing.
Oh, so it comes in a door mirror, so
That's right,
same
yeah.
one.
Yeah, exactly. And then, if we are going to go straight across, Tony, if there was vehicles coming from the left or the right, how do we know how we can judge if it's safe to go or not without causing that car to do any of the 4S's?
I'm crossing the path, am I?
Yeah, crossing the path.
So I have to be able to walk across, am I?
Yes, that's right.
I can walk across, I can drive across,
Yeah.
can I?
So what we'll do now, Tony, is just check for you right. Is there any vehicles coming?
No.
Okay. Check straight ahead. Any vehicles or any pedestrians?
Oh, there's one down there,
Yeah.
but it's not moving.
Check your left.
Oh dear.
Okay, so we can go through now. Okay, so we're in a new road, so check your interior mirror for me.
Alright.
What other mirror do you check in a new road?
Ah, the right one, see if anybody's overtaken.
Yeah, excellent, okay, that's great.
And we're going to turn right to the end of the road.
And we're going to turn right into the road. So Tony, when you're picking up your left and centre reference point here, it's the same when we're doing our crossroads.
Oh, line up there.
Yeah. It's really important we never go on the right hand side of the road there, because if someone comes around the corner, we're either going to stop and block the road, or we're going to run into them. They're going to run into us.
Oh, that's the same as why I didn't do it last week, yeah.
Yeah, so it's the same reason. So in terms of identifying crossroads, we've got a street there to the left, and there could be one there to the right as well. I don't know if there is yet, but there could be. So it's just really good for it, yeah. So we're at crossroads now.
Left.
We're going to turn left. So what are you going to check first?
Oh, interior mirror, left mirror.
Yeah. And then we've got to stop for the red signal anyway. But with this new road over here, Tony, when we do make our left turn, because we're turning into that road there, why is it important to check the new road?
Well, they'd be stopped on a green light, wouldn't they? Or a red light.
They would be, but what about a pedestrian or a cyclist maybe might go through it? Yeah? So it's important that we all, when we're at crossroads, even when we are making a left turn, it is just like making a regular left turn, but we've got to check the extra road. There could be a cyclist or a pedestrian. There might not be traffic light controlled, so there could just be cars coming through.
I've got a couple of extra roads, another one over there, look.
Yeah, so it's like another set of crossroads almost. So as you do make your left turn, make sure it's all safe from your right. Make sure there's no one coming, and then have a glance in that road as well. Make sure no one's pulled out in front of you.
Over there.
Yeah, and what about this set of roads here? Yeah. And again, we've got another set of crossroads coming up.
And we're going to turn right.
We're going to turn right. So what are you going to check
Interior
first?
Mirror, right mirror.
Yep. Pop your signal on.
I've got a steer of it to me to get that.
Yep. That's right. Check your left. Make sure there's no one flying out this junction.
Oh, right.
Look for pedestrians in the new road when you turn.
Oh, don't worry about these pedestrians here, do I?
Yeah, yeah. We definitely want to consider them in case they're going to try and cross the road. Pedestrians will cross anywhere at any time, so we need to consider them all. And what do you do in the new road?
Interior mirror, right.
Yeah, excellent. Well done. Just quickly, when I'm asking you about the
Oh, that's
mirror,
not a crossroads, is it?
Sorry, yeah, it is. I just wanted to ask you a question. Obviously, you clearly know about checking the mirrors.
Why don't you answer that question later on?
Yeah, no, I was asking something out of roll, sorry.
Fine.
I wanted to be sure of something. I'm asking you which mirrors you check when you're in a new road, and you obviously already know. Should I be checking with you the consequences to make sure you know them, or because you're doing it so well, should I assume that you know? Should I maybe just check once or twice?
Just ask me the once, and then I'll make the link to you.
Yeah. So Tony, when we are in the new road, why are you checking your interior mirror?
How's that crossroads?
It is a crossroad, so you need to check your interior mirror
Alright.
and do a scan. Yeah. So instead of scanning like that, Tony, what we want to do is we want to identify the crossroads as early as we can and do a scan through the front windscreen as early as possible. There's not much point in doing a scan when we're in the middle of the junction, because whatever's going to be an issue for us will probably be too late. So as soon as we can identify a left-hand turn or a right-hand turn, there's a left turn there. Is there a right turn there?
No, I can't see a right turn.
No. So there's no crossroads. We've got traffic lights coming up. We can see the turn to the right. So we've got a crossroads now. So you need to check your interior mirror for me.
All right, yeah.
What do you check after that?
Left arm mirror.
Yeah, and then what do you do? 7 car lengths away?
Oh, signal now.
Yeah. So we need to cover the brake now. We need to come down to a walking pace. Check your right. Check that road over there, Tony. Make sure no one's coming out of it.
Nobody there.
And when you turn into the new road, look for pedestrians crossing the road. And then what do you do in the new road?
Check the interior mirror to see what's followed me, and the right mirror to see if anybody's overtaken me.
Yeah, excellent. Tony, when we were making the left turn there, why was it important to check the right new road?
Because there could be people coming out there, couldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And if they just fly out, obviously there could have been a collision, couldn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you see there on that turn there, we identified the crossroads nice and early. At first we only saw the right-hand road, so we were automatically waiting and looking for the left-hand road to confirm if it was crossroads or not. So how could we possibly identify any crossroads on this road now coming up? I can see some gaps in the houses down there and a road sign, so there's a road on the left definitely.
I suppose there could be a road on the right, wouldn't it?
Yeah, of course there could.
And we're going to turn left.
So we'll turn left here. Doesn't look like there is a road on the right, so it's just a left turn. So let's just see if we can identify these crossroads as early as we can. So as well as right turns or left turns, what other kind of signal might we see?
I'm not too sure.
Okay. There could be some road markings. You might even get a road sign telling you that there's crossroads coming up. So if you look at the yellow sign there, see crossroads?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
And we're going to turn left.
So we need to check the interior mirror first, Tony. And then what mirror do you...
the left mirror, isn't it?
Yeah, and then what do you do then?
Signal 7 car lengths away, innit?
Yep, exactly. Now cover the brake for me. Come down to a nice slow walking pace. As we turn in, check your right and make sure no one's coming through the junction.
Nobody coming there now.
Okay, as you turn in, look for any pedestrians crossing the road.
No pedestrians.
Yeah. And then what do you do in the new road?
Interior mirror, right mirror.
Yeah, well done. Why is it important when we turn into the new road to look for pedestrians?
Before I turn into the new road.
So, as you turn into the new road, why is it important to look for pedestrians?
Before I turn into the new road.
As you turn in. Or when you've turned into the new road, just then when I asked you if there's any pedestrians there, why is it important to check for those pedestrians?
No, it's going to be crossing the road, isn't it?
Yeah. So we've got a give way sign coming up, Tony. I can't see if there's a road on the other side of the junction yet, but it could be crossroads.
And we're going to turn left again.
And we're going to turn left. So it is a bit of a staggered crossroad, so check your interior mirror for me. Check, that's it. You're gonna put, that's it, well done. So just make sure we don't go over the give way line. And how do we judge, Tony, if it's safe to turn out?
Oh, if I'm turning into that path, so if I can walk across and walk back again,
Yeah, exactly.
I must enforce them to stop slower. So
Yeah. And is there anyone coming out the new road there?
No,
Excellent.
it's a small road.
We've got traffic lights ahead.
I'm going to turn left.
We're going to turn left. We've got a road to the right there, Tony, and a road to the left. So what after you put your signal on, check that road. Make sure there's no one coming out of there. And then as you turn in, what are you looking for as you turn in?
Oh, pedestrians, isn't it?
Yeah. And what do you do as soon as you're in the new road?
Interior mirror right.
Yeah. Why is it important to check that road to the right, that new road, when we're doing that left turn?
Well, because anybody can be coming over that extra road, couldn't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Could be a car or a bike, I suppose.
Yeah. And if they do just come flying out the junction, we're making our left turn, what could happen?
Well, if I see them, I should be able to stop, shouldn't I?
You should.
If I didn't, I'd probably hit them, wouldn't
Yeah, exactly. So that's why it's important, just to avoid that collision there. And the easiest way for us to basically treat crossroads is to try and identify them as early as we can. So if you do see a left turn or a right turn, try and look if there's the corresponding
Yeah, identification
opposite.
is very important, isn't it?
Yes. So we won't always get a road sign to tell us. We won't always have road markings, but there's a left turn there. So I'm thinking, oh, is there a right turn there?
I'm thinking the same, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to turn left.
We're going to turn left here, please, Tony. So there's no right turn there. So this is just a regular left turn. to the right, no road to the left. Gap in the houses up there. Could be a right turn. Could be a corresponding left turn. You might even get a road sign. What have you got there?
Oh, road sign.
Yeah. So what do we do? First thing we do if we come into Crossroads?
I'll check the mirror on it.
Yeah, and then what do we do next?
Something about a scan, isn't it?
Yeah, so scan now, nice and early.
All right, yeah.
Check both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they have to give way to me.
They do, but does that mean they will?
Well, they should do, shouldn't they?
They should do, but does that mean they absolutely will every time? And does that mean a pedestrian won't cross the road?
We're going to turn right.
So we're going to turn right here. Now it just looks at the moment like a normal T junction. It could be a corresponding road over there behind that building that we can't see yet. Which there is a corresponding road, I've just seen the road sign.
Is this Crossroads then?
So this is Crossroads, Tony. So Tony, if there was a
It's Crossroads, isn't it?
it is staggered.
Oh, it's staggered, isn't it?
So if there was a car over there, Tony, waiting to turn left, like the black Mercedes coming down the road now, do we wait for him to turn first before we turn?
I don't know where he's going.
I don't. You've done the right thing, and you haven't turned in front of him. So
if he was, if he had indicated right,
yep.
he's got priority over me because he's a black Merc, isn't he?
No. Tony, when you're both indicating to turn right, whoever moves first has priority.
All right.
Okay? And just remind me, Tony, before we do pull out, with vehicles coming from the right...
Shut up and listen. You got a chance to educate here. Use it. Don't come all the way around
Yeah.
here for nothing, have we?
So, Tony, there's another blue car coming down the road now. He's turning right. Let's pretend he was turning left.
All right.
Who would have priority in that instance?
Oh, they would.
Yeah, because he's not crossing our path, is he?
All right, yeah.
But we are going to cross his.
Yeah.
So that's how you know he's got priority. But he's not. He's turning to the right. So he's started to move his car forward now. So if he moves first, he's going to have priority, and he
Alright.
started moving. Okay. So just tell me, Tony, if we need to... We've got traffic coming from the right. How do you know it's safe if we've got to get past them? How do we judge that?
Oh, if I can walk across, I can drive across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with traffic coming from our left, because it's going to follow us in the new road, we've got to make some progress. How do we judge if it's safe to pull out?
Got to walk across and walk back again, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Same as the merging, isn't it?
Yeah, well done. And why is it important that we don't cause the vehicle to do any of the 4Ss?
Why? It's against the law, isn't it?
Well, if we just cause the driver to swear at you, it's not really against the law. But if we didn't leave enough time, what could happen? What could be the consequence there?
Right, so if he's not moving, so I can move in.
Yep, if there's no one coming from your left, your path's blocked. And what, you checking the new road?
No, interior mirror right there.
Yeah. So is it starting to come together now how you identify, you know, it is a bit like emerging or doing left and right
Yeah,
turns?
I felt a bit like I was multitasking a bit there, though.
Well, it was very busy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There's a lot to take into consideration. You've got a street there on the left. Could be one on the right. Could also be some school kids around. You've got another street on the left. Could be one on the right. There is one on the right.
Yeah.
Check your interior mirror. Do a nice early scan.
I probably could have told you I needed to check there and a scan.
Yeah. So next time we get that scenario, I'll prompt you. Crossroads again.
I'm going to turn left.
It's going to turn left. So what are you going to do first?
Interior mirror, left hand over.
Yep.
Indicates left the car next to it.
And before we make the left turn, why is it important to check the right-hand side road?
There could be somebody coming through.
Yeah.
I suppose there could be an emergency vehicle coming through, couldn't
It could be, yeah. And what are you going to look for as you turn into the new road?
there? The pedestrians.
Yeah.